Venice Beach was once a vibrant postcard of American freedom, a place where the American spirit seemed to dance in the salty air. In the golden light of the 1980s, the boardwalk was alive with laughter, music, and the endless movement of people from all walks of life. It was a place where anyone could reinvent themselves, where the unconventional was celebrated, and where dreams felt just within reach. This sun-drenched haven of creativity and eccentricity drew artists, musicians, and free spirits from across the country. The boardwalk was a living canvas, painted with the colors of self-expression and the sounds of possibility. Tourists flocked to its iconic boardwalk, eager to witness the spectacle of street performers, musicians, and artists who transformed every day into a festival. The energy was infectious, and the sense of community was palpable. The air buzzed with energy, a mix of ocean spray, sizzling street food, and the laughter of strangers becoming friends. Every corner offered a new adventure, every sunset promised another unforgettable night. But today, that dream feels distant, like a faded photograph left too long in the sun. The vibrant colors have dulled, and the once bustling boardwalk now echoes with memories of what used to be. The carefree energy has been replaced by tension and unease. Where laughter once rang out, now there are hushed conversations and worried glances. The paradise that welcomed the world now feels fractured, its vibrant murals standing in stark contrast to neglected corners and broken dreams. The change was gradual, almost imperceptible at first. A few more empty storefronts, a little less laughter, a growing sense of uncertainty. But now, the decline is impossible to ignore, and the crisis is critical. What was once a destination for dreamers and wanderers is now a last resort for many who have nowhere else to go. Tents line the boardwalk, and the faces of hope have been replaced by those struggling to survive. The iconic landscape remains, the palm trees, the skate park, the endless ocean, but the human landscape has been profoundly altered, marked by hardship and resilience. Can the dream of Venice Beach be saved, or is it lost to modern tragedy? As the sun sets over the Pacific, the question lingers in the salty air, waiting for an answer. To grasp Venice Beach's transformation, one must understand the homelessness crisis in Los Angeles. Over 75,000 people are homeless in Los Angeles County. This isn't just a statistic, it's a humanitarian crisis in a wealthy state. The COVID-19 pandemic exacerbated visibility, with encampments growing in public spaces. Venice Beach became a focal point, a daily reminder of systemic failure. The crisis is a perfect storm of economic inequality and lack of affordable housing. For every person housed, more fall into homelessness, creating a bottleneck of despair. The tents lining the sand are a testament to those left with no options. This numerical foundation of the crisis is human and unforgettable. Venice Beach in 2025 is a study in contrasts. The boardwalk, once open for cyclists and skaters, is now a narrow path. On one side, the Pacific Ocean sparkles. On the other, tents stretch for blocks. Vibrant murals are obscured by encampments, their colors peeking through, though tourists seeking a bohemian paradise find a community grappling with crisis. Local residents and business owners face this transformation daily. Shopkeepers report a decline in customers, cleaning waste from doorways. Residents feel unease, their cherished spaces lost. The view from the boardwalk is a complex panorama of a paradise lost. Behind the statistics are human stories that truly define Venice's ongoing crisis. Each face on the boardwalk, each tent pitched in the sand, represents a life shaped by struggle, hope, and uncertainty. The numbers may be staggering, but it's the lived experiences that reveal the real impact of this emergency. Sarah, a young traveler from out of state, arrived in Venice expecting sun, art, and vibrant street life. Instead, she finds herself uneasy, navigating a landscape far different from the lively, carefree destination she imagined. The reality of encampments and visible hardship leaves her questioning the city's reputation and her own safety. For Maria, a local business owner, the crisis is personal and immediate. Her small shop, once bustling with tourists and locals, now faces dwindling customers and rising uncertainty. She worries about the future, not just for her business, but for the entire community that depends on these local stores for livelihood and connection. James, who became homeless after a workplace injury, now struggles daily to find basic necessities like water and shelter. The beach, once a place of relaxation, has become his only refuge. His story is a stark reminder of how quickly life can change, and how thin the line is between stability and crisis. These personal accounts, from housed and unhoused alike, reveal the deep fractures running through the community. The divide is not just physical, but emotional, marked by fear, misunderstanding, and sometimes resentment. David, a longtime resident, looks out from his apartment window and feels abandoned by city leaders. He remembers a cleaner, safer Venice, and now worries about his family's well-being. Like many, he longs for a sense of security and pride in his neighborhood once again. Within the community, compassion often collides with frustration. Neighbors debate solutions, torn between empathy for those in need and concern for their own quality of life. These tensions create visible and invisible divisions, making unity difficult. The crisis affects everyone: residents, business owners, visitors, and the unhoused. For some, it's a daily nightmare. For others, a disaster that feels impossible to solve. No one is left untouched by the consequences. The very essence of Venice is being tested. Public spaces, once symbols of freedom and creativity, are now battlegrounds where different lives and needs collide. The struggle for space and dignity is ongoing. These stories make it clear. The community needs real, lasting solutions, not just temporary fixes or empty promises. The call for action grows louder with each passing day. The future of Venice Beach depends on how these human stories are addressed, with empathy, understanding, and a commitment to meaningful change. Only then can the community begin to heal and move forward together. In response to the crisis, the city and state take decisive action. Clearing encampments is a controversial but visible approach. Governor Newsom urges local governments to reclaim streets. Outreach workers offer shelter placements before clearing areas. The goal is to restore public access and connect individuals with services. Challenges remain, with reluctance to accept shelter placements. California invests in new housing, with Project HomeKey creating thousands of units. The housing-first approach provides stability before addressing other issues. New investments in services aim to fill critical gaps. A model ordinance requires offering shelter before enforcement, avoiding criminalization. New programs offer hope, but the system managing the crisis is in upheaval. The LA County Board dismantles the Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority. The decision follows audits revealing failures and loss of confidence. The county forms a new department, promising oversight and control. This overhaul creates friction with the city of Los Angeles. Mayor Bass warns of service delivery gaps during the transition. The city-county split threatens vital connections for services. Programs scramble to untangle funding, risking vulnerable people falling through cracks. Coordination is crucial for deploying state funding effectively. The new county agency is a gamble, leaving providers and individuals in limbo. As the sun sets over Venice Beach, painting the sky in hues of gold and pink, we are left to ponder a profound question. What does Venice truly mean to America? Is it just a destination, a postcard-perfect scene, or is it something deeper, a reflection of our values and our collective spirit? The crisis unfolding here is more than a policy failure. It's a test of our collective soul. The tents and makeshift shelters lining the boardwalk are not just symbols of hardship, but reminders of the urgent need for empathy and action. The future of Venice hinges on our ability to see the humanity in everyone. Shop owners opening their doors each morning, artists sharing their visions, and the unhoused seeking dignity and hope. Moving forward demands a compassionate, comprehensive approach, one that addresses immediate needs while also tackling the root causes of homelessness and inequality. Collaboration is essential. Government agencies, nonprofits, and everyday community members must come together, pooling resources and ideas to create real, lasting change. We must move beyond finger-pointing and blame, and instead embrace a sense of shared responsibility. Only by working together can we hope to heal the divisions and build a stronger, more inclusive community. Reclaiming Venice means ensuring that everyone, regardless of background or circumstance, feels welcome and valued. It's about creating a space where diversity is celebrated and everyone has a chance to thrive. Tourists should be able to marvel at Venice's beauty, families should feel safe and at home, and the most vulnerable among us should receive the support and compassion they deserve. Venice is a microcosm of America itself, showcasing both the best and the most challenging aspects of our society. This crisis is not one we can afford to ignore, for it speaks to who we are as a people. To restore this paradise, we must build a bridge from despair to hope, one act of kindness, one partnership, and one solution at a time. The future of Venice, and perhaps America, depends on it.